Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Aussie Drives. Today we are in a spot that looks like a Call of Duty map, and we got the transporter's car, the ultimate flagship, the Audi S8. Before we start the review, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, check out our Instagram, TikTok page. Let's get right into it. Let's start with what makes this car the flagship, and it's this fantastic engine. So what we have here is something very familiar. It's a slightly detuned version from the RS6 engine, and it's the 4-liter V8 TFSI producing 571 horsepower, 800 newton meters of torque, able to accelerate this car from 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds, man. It tops out at 250 kph because it's electronically limited, but it would go faster, and that's the main thing. If you are a tuner, it would go faster. It would go well over 300 kph, and I really like the look, and of course, stability provided. Very, very nice. Let's have a listen. This car has a very interesting exterior design. It is the Audi Selection Pastel Silver package, which means we have this ultramarine blue here, very nice color, really nice color, and the silver emblems everywhere. This is the S8. There's no RS8 because it's not necessary to build an RS8. Okay, let's face it, nobody's going to race that car, although it would be able to, because the stability it provides and how it drives and feels is absolutely insane. You can check it out in our drivings review. I really fell in love with it. What I also love is the beautiful look, the iconic single frame grille here in the front, of course, with the integrated sensors and all of that. Very nice. Then openings here to cool the brakes, to cool the engine, push air into the turbochargers, and something that is also very impressive are those ceramic brakes. Absolutely sick. The car decelerates really, really crazy. We also did a test 0 to 100 and then to 0 again in the YouTube review. Absolutely crazy, man. I really like it. 21-inch wheels, 265 front and back, air suspension, which makes it very comfortable. Then we have the acoustic glass that makes that car also very silent if you're driving it. Beautiful long look here. You see how it goes up for you to get into the car. It's easier to get in. What is also very beautiful is the whole sideline. The car is so long, over 5 meters long, 3 meters almost in wheelbase, which makes it absolutely beautiful to sit in, especially the long version. There's a long version of the A8. It's also very nice. Here we have the sporty version, but still it's a nice car. What makes it easier to handle and drive is rear wheel steering. And that's about it. At the back, typical Audi, very present. We have the latest OLED rear taillights here, as you can see. Very nice design, the silver look here going all across the car. And then something that a lot of cars don't have anymore, real exhaust pipes here. 4 of them, all of them as big as my fist. I like it, I like it. It's really a sleeper car, it really is. Nobody would imagine that it would accelerate so fast. And it shifts also incredibly fast. 8-speed, Steptronic, automatic gearbox, but shifts like a double clutch. Really beautiful car. What about the space? If you're the transporter, of course, if you need to, I can't say it that loud, but if you need to do some mafia stuff, you just throw people in here. There's plenty of space for it. Plenty of space. Or if you just have a family and you want to travel, or she sack, there's also a package to put your sheath through. Very beautiful. Of course, press of a button, closes. The car costs 130,000 as a base. This one is well over 150,000. Of course, it's a little bit more on the expensive side. It's the flagship. So I think we should talk about the interior. A beautiful car from the outside, and it continues with the pastel silver in the inside. Very, very nice seats. Really, let me tell you that they feel very good. Have the massaging functions, have the air functions, air flowing through it, or heating function. Very, very nice. Beautiful stitchings actually, and I like the black trim here around the leather seats. Very nice pattern also in the middle. It's beautiful. Then we have the gray leather on the top. We have the gray leather on the door. A white combination of Alcantara here for the door panel, and also on the top white Alcantara feels brilliant. Then we have, of course, leather for the armrest. Everything is covered in leather here. Also here for the armrest in the middle, very nice. This part here with this kind of piano black is not the best because it's going to scratch, okay? It's very shiny, it's plastic, but it's going to scratch a lot, especially when you drive this car every day. What I like though, what is really one of my favorites, is how they integrated this carbon fiber into the cabin. We have a lot of colors, especially the ultramarine from the outside, the blue, the gray, the white, the black, but it all kind of functions very good with, but it all kind of flows with each other. I don't know why, but it looks very, very nice. The carbon fiber here integrated on the side where your knee rest is. Then, of course, here on the gear lever, very, very nice. And when you start the car up, you notice here's a full panel of carbon fiber, left and right, and everything is closed. The air vents are hidden behind this carbon fiber door. So if you press the start button, for example, everything shines up, everything lightens up. The carbon fiber lid goes up and then the air vents come forward, so that is going to be a very expensive thing to replace if it breaks, especially if you're the second or third owner of the car, and that is what is going to happen with those cars. But still, it looks very beautiful. The ambiente light is also very nicely integrated into the door. It's just a small line, maybe 5 millimeters, but it's really enough. It's not too bright. It's really not like a BMW or a Mercedes where they just put in lights and blind you and just do those fancy things. Audi has just integrated it silently here underneath the middle panel here, the dashboard, and here underneath the leather, also on the door, and here, for example, on the side. They don't overdo it with the S8 and A8. That's what makes it a perfect business car. Most of the people will think you're driving an A6 when you come with this, but it's an S8 and it really is an incredible car to drive. It's so comfortable. Beautiful steering wheel, also in gray, matching with the other gray parts. Leather in the middle, covering the airbag. Also some stitchings here, very nice. The touchscreen is going to get old as soon as you drive it a little bit. It's not the highest resolution, especially the lower part. I don't like that too much. I think this is not that necessary. They could have integrated it differently, but this is still the old Audi interior design and the old MMI. We have a digital speedometer here in the middle with some analog stuff, for example, the temperature of the water and your fuel gauge. And that's about it. Integrated cup holders here in the middle, 12-volt charging port. Here you have also 2 USB-Cs and you can put some stuff in here, and that's it. Very simple, but always pitch perfect. There is nothing that you would think is bad or has no quality. Nothing scratches, nothing is quirking. It's fantastic. Let's hop into the back, and here we are at a very, very beautiful font. So first thing you see is ambiente light and carbon fiber, very nicely designed. You have beautiful leather seats here on the side, of course. Then leather panels on the side with a silver trim, pastel silver. Then the carbon fiber, also as I said, the beautiful integrated ambiente light on the side. It says Audi exclusive package in here, and this is your rollo for the side window, which is also integrated into the door. You know, it's not just somewhere here where you could pull it, it's integrated and hidden behind this little lid here. Very, very nice, look at that. But also it is going to break. At some point it will break. You can adjust your seat position here. You can go into a laying position even in the back. And this is not the long version, it's just the S8. And look at that. I mean, this is great. Of course, it takes a little bit of my knee space away, but this is great. Then press this, integrate it into this console. It's really hidden behind this lid, and that's what I like. And then here, open this, and the whole thing comes to life. You have a second screen. You have all bunch of stuff here in the back. And if you want to get a massage, you can do that with the screen here. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, you can move it back and forward. Here, for example, you can change the lights. You can use the rollos, you can open them, you can close them. Let's open all, let's close all, let's open all again. Back rollo comes up, the seat is so comfortable. It's a brilliant, brilliant experience, let me tell you that. It really is a brilliant experience sitting in this Audi. And then USB-C charging ports, and you can put your phone in, and if the driver is a little bit of a guy like me that wants to drive faster, you charge your phone here and you cover it up with this little thing here to hold it tight. I mean, what else could you possibly want? This is one of the best interiors ever. I mean, even here where you put your seatbelt in, there's a little LED lamp that shows you where it is. I mean, that is crazy. That's a crazy amount of detail that Audi does in its flagship car, and I really, really like it. That's as far as we can take it with the Audi S8, which is now really one of my most favorite luxury cars ever, especially how this thing drives. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, check out our driving review on the car. Link is in the description, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.